right? Okay. Next time let's say that he goes to the air conditioning servicing, right? Okay, as an after sales guy, right? He can go and tell the consumer, मैडम अगले महीने लेकिन हमारा माइक्रोवेव के ऊपर कुछ अच्छे ऑफर चल रहे हैं, right? आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं, right? I'll ask microwave guy to get in touch. If your experience with this guy, with this after sales service guy is good, and there are no complaints on HG, right? And if you are at that point in time looking out for a microwave, you'll say happy, आप बता देते उनको आपको मिलेगी, right? Straight away door is open for you. Right? See, experience can manifest itself in different ways. Right? After sales service is also an experience. Very unfortunate that marketers don't understand this. एक बार दे दिया गया बाटा, छोड़ दो.
That is the point wherein the customer that time very confident.
That's why, like, you have all these sites like voucher.com and all that stuff, right? They talk such crazy things about products. If you just go into the site, you realize, right? Awful things about brands. Next is business process which is related to customer retention techniques that help ensure that the customer stays loyal to the brand and is not lured away by competitors. New marketers realize that it's far more expensive to find new customers than existing ones, and therefore it has become absolutely mandatory to invest in existing customer relationship and ensure that they keep growing in a mutually beneficial way. Very, very important. This is. Gentlemen, my only submission, you may have a bad product, but ensure that the servicing of the bad product is good, so that the consumer will buy. Or you may have an average product, I won't say a bad product, but an average product. But servicing should be absolutely top class for the consumer to buy. Key learnings, what are the key learnings that we have there? Brand that gives customer satisfaction through customer retention will benefit with positive customer activation. Whereas a brand that doesn't deliver satisfaction leads to negative customer activation. The problem is in segregating these two aspects where the consumer's point of view is no overlap, and it doesn't matter how to define customer activation, customer retention. What matters is the overall experience that the brand gives to the customer. Is it positive, negative, or neutral? That what matters. That's about that. Most marketers may not agree with the problem. In fact, marketers are looking at the brand deliverance from their point of view, but to succeed in today's environment and with today's customers, you have to put yourself in customer shoes. Right? There's a complete change in, there's a paradigm shift in terms of how do we start relationships. Great customer activation but poor after sales service will result in negative word of mouth, impacting the brand. In short, there has to be a cohesive way of looking at brand experience and policies. That's very important. Today, marketers have all the data they need about the consumers. This is something which I found very, very strange. Right? We collect so much of data about the consumers at the time of buying. Right? And we don't put the data in use. It's not even entered. Forget about putting the data in use. It's not even entered. You buy collect. You waste 5 minutes of the consumer's time. Right? You waste 5 minutes of your salesman time in the outlet. Filling up all the data. Finally, it goes to the job. Today's marketers have all the data they need about the consumers. All it needs is combining those databases and using them to create more benefit for customers. This would enable experiential marketing that is truly workplace, not just new trials, but also business investment. I'll give you an example. We're working with a client called Dasan Company. If you're familiar with Pune as a city, right? Dasan Company is about 135-year-old consumer electronic retailer. There was a family for it, right? And unfortunately, their sales have plummeted from 140 crores to 68 crores last year. And they had invited us to work on a complete plan for them, right? Bring in Last 22 years, they have the data. Fortunately, the first retailer whom I have come across was entered the data into, it's in the software copy, right? But I asked him, why is it you never use the data? How does it help you? Right? Can you imagine that guy, last 7 years, he's got almost close to about 120,000 new customers. 120,000 new customers in 7 outlets of physical product. Right? I said, why did you not invite them? Right? If he's bought a refrigerator 7 years back, don't you think he's a potential customer for a new refrigerator? So what were you doing with the data? Sitting on it. The same guy, 3 years from the earlier buy, 3 years later he has come and bought a microwave. He never bought a washing machine in between. Have you asked him why he didn't buy a washing machine? Or where did he buy the washing machine from? How much does it cost? One telephone call. One telephone call, and today, given the cost of telephones, it's peanuts. And once you get the data updated, right, you can send an invitation to the guy saying that I'm giving you 25% discount on these 2 products if you buy it over the next 60 days with an EMI. Who will not come? I can understand you're a retail. Here you call your LG, your Samsung, your Whirlpool, all these guys, right, and have a meeting with them that this is the offer that I want to pay. Therefore, you need to participate in this offer, right, by giving the following discounts. So you are not passing from your pocket, because the company anyway is getting that sale, right? So why would they not accept it? What we need to work towards is the principle of you're good. All the companies are good. Unfortunate thing is we don't work in good way. We're very happy being good. Shabash. यहाँ से आगे स्टेप क्या है? Absolutely satisfied. See, I'm very happy to address you guys because fact that you come back after so many years of experience shows that you're willing to learn and you want to move ahead in your lives. Right? How many of you, actually your company, there were about 20 others like you. Right? They never stepped out, right? They cut it. ठीक है यार अगले साल और 2,000-3,000 रुपये पगार बढ़ेगा, push. They don't want to make their head sharp, right? And take the next step. Very simply, what I believe is customer take is all about care, retention, and instant gratification. There is nothing like brand loyalty at all. You can deliver care, retention, and instant gratification. Brand loyalty is sure. This is typical. I'm unfortunately or fortunately, I'm still in Hungary. Right? That's where I can say every customer that walks in is an opportunity. Every customer that walks out. Without evaluating your offer, it's an opportunity. You have lots of people walking in here out there. Lots of people who want to try your product. But you need to identify, you need to keep it. You're not in a position to keep it. Right? Talk to you first. maybe in an FMCG, maybe consumer durable, maybe in service, anything. That's very important. Sorry guys. What does today's consumers believe? Traditional media is no longer active. Right? Consumers want trial and interaction before purchase. They want to be educated about the product. They remember experiential campaigns that stimulate interest, emotion, and excitement. In addition, tell others about their experience, about the brand. The word of mouth spreads. That's what the consumers are honestly looking forward to. What we do is this, like I've spent almost close to 3.5 hours now. Right? I've taken the model one, which is beginner's category. Right? As and when that goes, we will get probably domestic and international institutional market examples. Spread across categories such as FMCG, furniture, services, insurance products, technology, financial services, medical diagnostic equipment, automobiles, chemistry, products, PPE, and lifestyle. And module 3 will be basically people who are interested in a career, right, in experiential market. How do you start planning your career? Some platforms available for you. See, it's not something like EM has to be one-on-one activation. It can be done through press, it can be done through radio, right? It can be done through TV, it can be done through video, it can be done through your mobile, it can be done through your internet, and it can be done through brand building. Because it's different experiences that are getting pushed together. Back to Jack.
Okay, so good. So when do you guys want to get back to module 2?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I'll have to work it out with him.
Yeah, definitely.
He has a company to run, so I'm not too sure.
It's at your first convenience. That's what we can ask you.
Any questions, any, you want me to change the approach that I've taken? Like since I was listening to you guys for the first time, I was not very sure in terms of the approach that I've taken is right, wrong, right? Anything that you want me to rework on? Any questions?
Maybe, second and number. We have some practical.
That I will.
Then we work on it.
That I definitely do. Because, see, I didn't want to get into practical thing basically because the very first time. Because if you don't understand your fundamentals right,
Yes.
then getting into practical thing like, every slide will become a question. Right? That's the reason why I mentioned this process. If you have any doubts, just give me about 8 to 10 days time. Right? I should be in a position to do the next session. Pradeep, we are ready to or do one, since it's only 6 months.
Say?
Sorry, everybody wanted to have the smart chips.
Yes. Actually, I was counting who will take the colas and who will take the chips. 6 of us.
Chips.
Chips.
Who will take the neem ka batti?
I don't know. See, I remember today's World Cup night. The second match is about to start. So you need both. You better become friends with
See, I
guys.
think one
who
thing,
are
like
there.
smart chips. I'll tell you why I wanted to use smart chips as an example for you guys. Very honest. Right? If you look at the brand, if you taste it, there are 4 flavors in it. Right? If we just started working on smart chips, right? There are 4 flavors in it. Brand is an excellent brand. Excellent as an excellent brand, outstanding brand. Right out. In fact, you can just open it and circulate it. Right? If anyone of you have tried it, right? Vis-a-vis Aliva and all the other brands like Hippo and all these brands that are available in the same category. Try this brand, and you will turn around and say, no, this brand is fast. Unfortunately, its sales are almost at 0. Right? The only reason being, right, Amir Khan communication, where he is running with the t-shirt, right, oversized t-shirt, right, and putting it on everybody, right, is a strong communication saying that if you were to eat anything which is fried, chips,
Unhealthy.
it's unhealthy, therefore you will add weight. right? Okay. But let me be very honest with you. If only they had communicated 5 other things which are there at the back of the pack, right? Okay. Probably it would have made a lot more of sense, both for the company and for the brand, than making American run from pillar to post. If you look at the fat content in it, right? Because they have to add cheese, right? For the taste. So there is a certain amount of fat content which comes from it. Right? There are certain calories. Right? Look at the calorie content, look at the way it's processed, right? Those things are not being highlighted. So the exercise that we're working on is how do we communicate these things, right? On an experiential platform to all these kids.
So have you come up to any conclusion as to how we project this?
We just started it about 3 days back. Less than, I think last Wednesday is when we signed on the contract with them. Just started the process, right? I've tried out, as far as, at least I would have probably got about 100 people to try this product, right? The company had sent us a pack, so I've sent it to 100 people. Everybody called back saying that it's a brilliant product. It's far superior to the repos of the world and the Alevas. But, right, communication is wrong.
Effective communication will push up this.
And again, that's where I'm saying, where you communicate becomes very important. How responsive are you to the communication becomes equally important. If only they've started this communication in Joggers Park, when people start thinking about health, right? Suddenly in the middle of the night, like at 9 o'clock, see some soap opera which is happening on the bar, what is that? What's the Babu's serials and all that stuff. So you can't start Babu's serials, you can't have America running a street. It looks like the guy is gone mad. Right? If only that guy had taken that, gone to a Joggers Park, gone to a gym, right? Where you are thinking about